And did you double check for commissioner's envelopes? Okay, they're waiting on me, sorry.
Hold up the shows that me.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Dear Heavenly Father, help us to make the right decisions for the people of Cullen County. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Yax,
Here.
Small.
Here.
Johnston.
Here.
Drummond. Here. Brady.
Here, we need to make an addition to new business, broadband resolution and, broadband motion for the EDC committee. And that should be it. So I will accept the motion to approve the minutes from the June 21st. So moved. Second. Motion a second. Any questions, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Public comment, limit 3 minutes, state your name and your township. Anybody inside for public comment? I didn't receive any official requests online for public comment today, so I don't think that's gonna be happening. So nobody inside, then we'll move on. Presentations we don't have. Unfinished business, we don't have. We'll do the claims. We're gonna be here like 10 minutes, guys.
Hey, I'd like to make a motion to approve pre-authorized claims and open claims presented for payments between June 21st of 24 and July 2nd of 24 for check numbers 154-673 to 154-758 and e-checks 2393 to 2405 for a grand total of $365,181.07.
Second, by me. Any questions, concerns, comments? Roll call.
Johnston.
Yes.
Drummond.
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
Brady.
Yes.
Yax.
Yes.
We'll begin with the broadband resolution. Now let, one of you fellas who were part of that present.
Well, I think you just started out, it's, got along the road here of developing a plan to go forward with a broadband, and like to make a motion to accept this resolution number 2024 dash.
Ten.
And
Second that.
we reading the. I'll read it if you want. Oh, you read it, okay.
Give us cliff notes for the public. They turn it in. This is an agreement entered in with, Cherry Capital.
It's actually not an agreement with them, it's a resolution of ours.
Okay.
And we are committing to do a plan with them and make a payment to them in anticipation of continuing or completing the contract in the next couple of weeks.
And authorize you to sign the letter of commitment.
Okay. Any other questions, concerns, issues? And we'll have a roll call.
Small.
Yes.
Brady.
Yes.
Drummond.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Yax.
Yes.
In addition, we'd like to make a motion to the board, or not to the board, but from the board to the EDC committee. That the Board of Commissioners directs the EDC committee to oversee the progress of the public-private partnership between CCC and Alcona County. Furthermore, it is expected that the progress report will be given to the Board of Commissioners at each bi-monthly commissioner meeting and to Alcona County's attorney.
Can I get a copy of that?
Yep.
I'll support.
Moved and seconded. Questions?
I have a question and I also would like to offer an amendment.
Okay.
Furthermore, it is expected that a progress report will be given not less than bi-monthly to the Board of Commissioners.
Yeah, sometime.
I would just like to insert not less than bi-monthly in there. I don't, there are a couple different places that could go in, but
I will waive the the necessity of an amendment and accept that as a.
Then my question, if I may go to that, is define oversee the progress, please.
Keep track of what's happening and be the liaisons essentially between this board and CCC. We will not be making any decisions, we'll not be making any, this board will continue to make decisions and decide finalities, but so that this board isn't constantly having to talk with CCC. The EDC committee appointed will do that and then report back to this board with a quantitative synthesized, report on where we're at on the contract completion, where we're at. Doug? You wanna add it?
Yeah, under the rules and regs of the BEAD grant, they are bound to give them a monthly report of progress. In order to qualify and continue to qualify for that. That report, what Craig's suggesting is you need a liaison committee at this level to report directly to you about that progress, and most of that progress will be documented through Cherry and, approved and.
Okay,
confirmed.
when I read EDC committee. In my mind, that's Doug and Dave and Craig.
No, there's other people on it.
Then might I ask who they are?
Sure.
Dan Gothier, Arlene McNeil,
Dan Gothier?
Dan Gothier, Arlene McNeil.
When you're having your meetings in the winter in Arizona, right?
Yeah,
Dan O'Connor.
Dan
Dan
O'Connor.
O'Connor, thank you.
This was a suggestion by Tom. He would like to see somebody who's actively watching what's going on a daily basis. Doug is kind of that guy now, but Doug bounces off on us too, and he brings in Dan and anybody else who.
Yeah, I'm not, I
Yeah.
want to have insight and understanding, that's all I'm asking.
Kind of basically what we've been doing, this just makes it official. It's now we're going to actually have, active stuff that's gonna be happening. We've been doing that all along as we get these plans together, these other groups now. We're gonna essentially have things to report on a very regular basis. And Doug's right, they're required, they'll submit it to this board and to the EDC, I'm sure, all their progress, once the grant gets moving. Up until that point, it'll be, we're gonna be in talks about the contract, anything else until the B grant gets into place. We expect the committee to give this board regular updates. What's their progress on getting the application ready? What's the progress? Are we on track with those kind of things? So,
And that report would also include the financials, right?
well, there wouldn't be any financials yet. So right now, until Tim, what is the date of anticipated application?
Yeah, the pre-app opened up Friday. The first round app, which is fiber only, is August to October timeframe.
So in that amount of time, up until the time they get their application in, we're gonna be communicating with them and they're gonna be saying we're on track with the application, and then we will relay that to this board.
But I bet you do with you, because there also is somewhere in this wonderful paperwork, something that says that we will be paying them, I believe, $120,000 in July. So
Correct.
there is financial activity.
But that'll be at our next meeting, so we anticipate, and that'll be our first bi-monthly report. We anticipate at our next meeting, we'll report that we have a completed contract, ready for this board to sign and then make that payment. That's the kind of thing that we're talking about reporting on.
So I go back to my question, will it include financials? To an appropriate point.
So sure, I mean, the contract is gonna stipulate all the financials. Once we sign that, that'll stipulate, there won't be anything to report.
There's much between the signing of the contract and the completion.
Hopefully only 14 days.
Financial activity.
I mean,
Completion of the project.
the whole,
That's what we-
yes, absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
fine, that's
It's
fine.
over reported.
Yeah, there's a lot. You're talking about next year and that in 2 years, that kind of thing. We'll probably address this again.
I
before we get that part.
I think that's an important part of it, and if this committee is going to let us know, that's a part of what
Sure, yeah.
I would like to,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm only one of about 5. Y'all know it's going to be uploaded easily. So, thank you.
So we'll have, I'm agreeable to the not less than.
What was that again?
But every day you're gonna come here and give a report.
Instead of each bi-monthly,
Each
it'll
month,
be
each
no
month.
less.
Not
I
less
also
than.
had, doubling my salary.
Yeah.
For that extra.
We'll triple it, buddy.
Yeah, 0 times 0.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
I second that, and then we went.
Yeah, that's only we were in discussion with.
The goal of this and the communication, the talks we had about it was we want this to be as transparent and as open as possible in any way we can to get information to this board. So that everybody knows what's happening and it not, that.
What a concept.
Yeah, it's the noble one.
So are we making any changes to that?
Yeah.
No,
Not less than, just not less than.
so I have to.
So it isn't just,
So if you were here at the last meeting and something really exciting has happened, you can come back. You don't have to. Oh, I thought you had.
No, rest assured that there's like overly important.
I just don't want somebody saying, well, he was here. We like to have-
Because I'm only gonna get one report a month. So.
Well, it could be any representative of the,
yeah, sure, that's a yes.
it's not only just.
Like anytime the board's needing reassurance, I'll come in and reassure you, that absolutely.
Any more questions? Then we'll do a roll call.
Brumman,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Yax.
Yes.
That, oh, we did both, didn't we? I got so complicated and passed out for a second. Okay. That being said, new business is complete, finance report. I will say that, oh, I invited everybody to, did everybody get an email about, having a workshop on the 17th?
No,
I wasn't gonna send it to you yet because I didn't know if everybody was gonna.
But I sent a question is, are we looking at 2024 or are we looking at 2025?
Oh, I didn't see that email.
So
In my life.
I sent it to the finance committee. I sent it to the one that sent it to me.
That's all right, no problem. The answer is both.
And you've only scheduled 3 hours?
Yeah. So, is everybody on board for that then? Okay, so please, if you would. Schedule a planning, no voting, planning. Workshop, not planning, workshop. From 9 to 12 or so,
You said 9 to 12.
yeah,
And you were gonna
So.
bring us lunch at 12.
is that what I said? Hold on.
That's what mine said.
Thank
17th at what time?
9 to 12.
Hope everybody likes barbecue chips.
And it's for.
I'll send an email, it's
Planning workshop.
planning workshop for budget planning for.
Or two, there's two.
What do they call,
A review of 2024 and a
Budget.
budget forecasting for 25.
yeah, but it's for the, accounts that the commissioners oversee directly or indirectly.
Okay.
How's that sound? I know, that's what we're going for. Funds, that's the one, the funds that we are most concerned with. All right, good, otherwise,
People whose funds are affected know what it is that your concern is.
yeah,
Was it?
yeah. I don't think we're concerned, we're just gonna go over and. go
So
over.
that they can be prepared.
Well, yeah, sure, yes, the answer is yes. Now that you've all agreed to this, we'll make sure everybody involved gets the proper paperwork. Otherwise, finance report. We are also going to start scheduling meeting with department heads. I think we talked about those dates at the last meeting, though. For sure we did.
We didn't.
So we haven't, okay, so
Like that, the week of the
15th and
15th.
the 15th and 16th. So we'll send, so we'll send out the notifications to department heads and try to get that scheduled.
And then you'll hold it where?
Wherever is available. Like if this room is already used, we'll do it in the other part, another part.
Courtroom date.
Yeah. It won't, it's not public meeting, it's just finance committee with departments.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
Courtroom date should be,
yeah, it's wherever, we can meet at their desk, I don't care where we meet, we just have to.
okay, I have to put it in the notice.
Yeah, I see there's training.
Oh, you're talking about the,
Meeting, yeah, I've got,
The training material.
sources here doing public accuracy testing all day long. There's no.
yeah, this isn't a notice meeting, that was the one I'm talking about is different.
Oh, okay.
Workshop meeting.
A workshop is, we have to schedule a room, yes,
Okay.
because that's public meeting.
I missed
The
that.
other ones are just, two commissioners
Gotcha.
and
Or
other
the
associated
clerk and the
people,
treasurer
yeah.
and the department. Or their affiliates.
Oh, you know what, also we forgot to do, as finance, do we have to today, do we have to make a motion to create a fund for?
No, wait.
Okay, that's,
Yeah,
we're waiting. You got anything else, Dave? I'm talking myself into a big hole here, it's really working out for me. Borrow a bigger shovel, maybe I can go faster. All right, we'll go to personnel.
Well, Gary and I chatted, our new guy is working, everything. Dave and.
He said it's good. Yeah.
I talked to Dave today and. Yeah. Very happy little employees, working out well. And Terry, I apologize, I know we have talked about this, but it just came up to me. So we had talked, a couple of months ago, I think when Rayanne, when she'd been here a while about. There needs to be a new desk in there and a new chair, the desk she's using is one of those she was using now. Now Mike is, we'd like to, so reorganize the equalization office, put it back the way it was, but Mike, in that middle office, move. Some of those cabinets and all the information out into the big area, put a table up so assessors and others can use it and have an easy access to all of the stuff. Lauren has looked up some prices, talked to Dave, office furniture is nuts, I mean. She would like, she thinks $2,000 max, her desk, chair, to replace what Mike has. We don't have that in that equalization budget, we didn't anticipate that, I don't know how much we had that we could move around. So, doesn't have to happen necessarily at this meeting, but. Would like to talk to finance or let finance figure out if we have the funds to invest that. The idea is that we're gonna move that desk, we might as well move a new one into the new spot and not move the old one and then take it out and put a new one in. So it would be nice to have it before we do that. I was doing another.
Doesn't that stuff go in the building fund or something like that, what's that called? When the courtroom got updated and
The
stuff,
courts pretty much utilize all of it.
oh, do they?
Mhm.
Building preservation fund,
Yeah, whatever.
is there any money in that?
We get the central building fund.
I think that might be pretty- that
I
might be
get a lot, I mean, 2,000 max, a desk and a chair.
Carolyn,
You know,
really,
maybe a table, like a conferencey type table. Out in the front, so that two assessors or someone else could sit at the table and spread out stuff at the same time instead of.
I was just saying that's where.
I forgot
Court
about
did all
that,
their
reservation fund.
money to do their stuff, so.
All right, well, that's informational point, I'll research that and if it's available, I'll bring it back.
Okay.
Other than that, there's nothing else to add.
All right, judge's report, please.
I all got the, excuse me, the information for our audit. I worked with the auditor on Saturday to get things cleaned up for the submission of the reports, 65 and the annual audit. Got everything input, so we were right on track for July 1st. And haven't heard from any of you, so I'm assuming there's no questions.
Not for me.
We got tax rolls, finally got the final update from the town, from a township tonight, there are. There are two townships that had an error in their bill, they. Went out with a. Due date of September 14th, 2023, the actual date is September 16th, 2024. They spoke to NPA in regards to that and their 2024 bills. So there'll be, those couple of townships will probably be getting quite a few phone calls. We've had quite a few phone calls in regards to that. So there's just a lot of questions.
We have to
Pardon?
they have to remail or not? Get two new treasurers.
No,
Just,
they weren't even one.
Was it a glitch in BSNA?
No,
Was that a glitch?
we could imagine these pulled last year's. So here, show through, off we go.
there was a small glitch with certain information that was transmitted from different assessors. There was an update to the veterans exemptions and how they're input. And that caused an issue with a few townships. They had to, do immediate adjustments to get those corrected. It affected probably just under 100 bills. So we worked diligently to get those corrected, and those bills are being resent to those individuals. And that's pretty much what we've been focusing on.
Yeah,
I heard you're making house calls.
I do that occasionally
Thank you.
when necessary.
any questions for Cheryl? Thanks a lot. Thank you, report.
The resolution, I just wanted some clarification real quick. On that 2024-10. The first motion was to adopt this resolution. For the beads grant application, and then I see on the last page, and I heard something about authorizing the chair to sign. And then on the last page of the resolution, there's a separate motion that I did not see that was made to authorize Adam Brady to sign the letter of commitment on behalf of the Board of Commissioners. Is that something separate than this beads grant application?
I think that was a part of the resolution.
Those two motions.
This supposed to be part of the resolution, not another motion, Doug?
No, it's part of the resolution.
Yeah, so you've got a motion to adopt, and then at the end, you got motion to, like a separate motion. But it's all part of it, just the motion, yeah,
I'm just gonna do motion.
the resolution.
For the
includes
resolution
all of it,
adoption.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been working with Terry on that waste management plan and submitting and uploading all the required documents online through the Survey Monkey. Looks like they've sent one more email, that they need the signed minutes, the meeting minutes, and of anything that had to do with the waste management plan minutes, so I'll scan those, the signed ones, the ones that are uploaded by John online are signed, so I'll get that uploaded and hopefully we'll be all set with the waste management plan for a while.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The opioid settlement that's been coming in, looks like Cheryl's getting one set of emails from the National Opioid Implementation Administrator, and then I'm getting them all from our attorney, so, other different ones, but there is the new settlement with Kroger. Even though they say it's attorney-client privilege, none of this can be FOIA'd, but it's all very public information that all 83 counties are participating in this opioid settlement. And the new one is Kroger, and it looks like we have until August 12th to sign up for that online, so I can work on that after elections training.
There was one that gave July 10th as the date.
That is the one that you just came down that Cheryl forwarded. I don't see these ones from this. So yeah, if you can CC me on any of those, this comes to. Where's your, where,
It was May 31st.
yeah, any of these coming from here. All that is saying is that if you want to add additional defendants to the case. That's not something
They're recommending we not do that.
correct. It's gonna put a hold up on, I mean, these are major counties and attorneys, they're gonna go after the individual, this is nationwide, they're gonna go after those entities individually. So wouldn't make a little small move on Alcona's part for any necessary reason for sure. 3 election trainings have been completed so far. I got 2 more next week and that will be done for 2 years. And, yeah, July 15th, we have election source here doing the public accuracy testing. Will be for the 9 days of early voting. And, it takes them all of 8 hours to do the testing. So the public accuracy tests, they get here at 8 and they start because they're doing all those ballot styles. And, the testing is actually at 4 o'clock on the 15th. And then, next week on the 9th, there is a training, I believe at 4 p.m. at Mankato Township Hall. And then Thursday, there's a smaller training for any of those last minute people that couldn't sign up here, in the Commissioners meeting room at 1:30 in the afternoon. Then on July 27th, you can see I stole the room again, and for the 9 days of early voting, I'm working on that schedule now with all the townships. And that's all I have, I think.
Okay. Communications are available in your packet, cruise at your leisure. We'll start with committee reports. We'll start with Carolyn today.
May I ask a question? Stephanie, so you're comfortable that we have nothing that needs to be signed by July 10th? We have a small gathering on this past Monday to celebrate the fact that Wendy Denning has been with us and doing ACCOA for 1 year now. It was a workiversary gathering with coffee and some snacks on Monday mornings. She really has been doing a wonderful job. She's tackled a lot and been extremely successful. And it was just a way of saying thank you, Wendy. We appreciate everything you've done or are doing. Sunrise Center, and this is going to get confusing because the new ACCOA building is being identified as Sunrise Center, right?
Correct.
And I also report on the Sunrise Center, so I will try to say Sunrise Center Lincoln or Sunrise Center Alpena. I keep them straight. If we can. Sunrise Center is moving forward. Staffing is becoming more complete. We were missing a few providers, clinicians, but we've got pretty full staff at this point, and that is a very good thing. 911 met yesterday, and I thank you all for your contribution to their millage. It's important that we see that they pass it, or that it gets passed by all of us, and urge folks to promote it at your township board meeting. And Kathy got interviewed by Mary Weber last week, I believe, and Mary asked what happens if it doesn't go, to which Kathy was more than happy to explain what would happen if the millage failed. So that and a few other incidental gatherings and meetings. We got the locks changed at Precious Paws. There was concern on it, and we called it best to change locks, which we did, and distributed keys. I didn't, Dave distributed keys appropriately. And otherwise things are moving forward. The sun is still coming up in the east, and that's good.
Is there any, I got that, I mean, everybody drives by at the senior center, how are we doing, are we on schedule, are they talking about it at all as far as the building?
I would say yes, but with the chairman's permission, I would welcome Dr. Turek to make any additional comments on schedule. That's all right.
Last time at the end of September is he's still shooting for it.
He's changing every day. I was just surprised when I go by.
Yeah.
What else is gonna be?
They're doing well with it. That's all I have.
Terry,
Attending the meeting is at Thunder Bay Transportation Authority. Township meeting. Northeast Michigan. Correctional Council Board. Also NEMCOG. And Michigan Works, met the new director for Michigan Works. Everybody seems to be doing well with the new job actually, and they have a new financial officer, so. We're gonna replace Mary, so. That's all.
I don't really need full report. Dustin Township did have a meeting with, a representative from NEMCOG last Monday in regards to solar farms, and it was intended to be a informational meeting for the paperwork side of things and how to apply. But it turned quickly into a public. The public more concerned about why are we allowing this to happen and how can we not let it happen? Well, just for everybody's sake and for information, that ship has officially sailed. If the township says no, they're gonna go to the state. More importantly, and if you're involved in townships, is if they don't have their i's dotted and t's crossed, they will be sued. By these organizations trying to put in solar, if you don't follow the letter to the T. I'm not saying I'm having that problem with the current ones trying to do this, and nothing but helpful and agreeable, but. And from the advice of Denise Klein was make sure you have your bases covered, because. All these people are in it to get the job done. The benefit, and I'm sorry to keep talking about this for all the time, but the benefit for them to deal directly with township is they can get their projects in place quicker. Whereas with the state, it can take up to a year for final approvals and everything else. That's all I have. How about you, Dave?
So on the library board, they actually had the report card yearly they do for Denise Barr. And she came through at the highest rating that is available, so they are very happy with what she's doing there. Security court. We had a meeting, quarterly meeting, and we are working on a building. Closing measure where who's gonna be in charge of making the decision to close the building. We're just gonna update that. We're talking about that, and then we've been working on broadband, and we had a Department of Health meeting last Monday.
Yeah. What he said, I don't have it, why we had a Department of Health meeting. They're all moved in at the Department of Health now, so that's good. Been looking at EDC. It's a good, busy planting. Beans, well, everything.
You know what's gonna happen with the old building?
So at a council meeting, I think, from what I understand, the city's gonna get, obviously get back, it's their building. There's been a talk of them moving their offices down there. To move the mayor and the clerk down to that office. It's a big building. They did, ask the Department of Health, well, the Department of Health asked them, if they would like the furniture left. And they said, yes, they might use it. They might rent it out, maybe some office space and put their own. It's not the best place to eat. There's a cost of the. It's not, built, I think it was built in 21 something. Well, it's fairly old. Take a lot of money to get it right up to spec.
1920 something, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
2020. No.
Well, I know, I'm the.
No, we're-
Sure.
They are owed a room up here, and they feel like they are, so they have a better meeting. Long answer and short is, I don't agree with it. How soon they're gonna do that?
It's in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, there's some tough spots in it. It's hard to believe, we remember the VFW. Steak dinners up there,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been 10 years now, but a lot of people were packed in that building. I'm sure we violated every fire code. There ever was in those steak dinners. I don't know, I mean, they're probably wondering the same thing. Hopefully it doesn't go into disrepair.
Okay. Last section of public comment, anybody in the house? Yes, Mr. Doug.
I need a little bit of direction on the letters of support that we need to go get another tranche printed. The choices are, finding more envelopes.
So we have found that, right? Trina said we had more, we don't have any more.
So I'm looking for direction on, should I just run this all through the review? Which I'm more than capable of doing. Or probably the fastest way to do it.
So we'll print we'll copy the.
Yeah, just what they did, except in this case, they're gonna print the
return.
county return address on the envelope. Otherwise, it's gonna be his address on the envelope, and there still will be a letter of explanation and a letter of support. So if I can get your permission just to work it through the review, I think it costs $60 to do 300, but we didn't have him print the envelopes or provide them.
Sure.
I have a couple hundred that are left in the box. So I could probably cut that quantity down.
Couple hundred.
Well, yeah, because the box was 500 envelopes it gave me.
How many more are you gonna be sending?
I would probably get it at least another 200 printed.
Okay, so
I could use those.
those boxes, I just have to say, we would purchase that box under your office supplies. For one box of 500. I've had those two for. Probably 10 years. So if you order that box, you take your 200, that other 300 will last me another 5. And they can purchase that one box of envelopes.
So I can use
But-
the 200.
But my question is, do you want that printed return back to them?
No,
No,
it's a return address. It's a county seal on the envelope. The address is still gonna be Cherry Capital on the envelope.
Return address will be our board, like the old envelope.
Yeah, if you look at here. Got it. Oh, I just want to be clear, because I think I can get this done quickly, because they are going like crazy. Here is what you had,
Yes,
okay, so they would be printing this now on the new envelopes, because there's no more.
Yes.
reviews.
Mhm.
I got 200 that are like this.
Yeah.
I can do 200 and see how we do it. I just don't want to stop the requests if they're coming in, so.
You're ordering another box of 500 of the same exact thing.
No.
No,
I'm not ordering them.
that's not gonna, you know,
And then,
I don't want them coming back with his address on them.
well, they're not gonna come back, they're gonna be metered and they're gonna be all passed out. So those 200 won't come back. I guarantee you, the way people are snatching.
I'll let you just work with the review separate
Out
then.
of our,
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
Do they have to
print
do
same
that, or
things we
you
did with the EDC before.
okay.
I don't think so.
Name
It's
on
in your
front,
budget.
And then. the
What's that?
letter.
If it's in your
That would
budget.
be the most-
Well, I don't know, I don't ever see my budget, so I don't.
You might want to talk with.
That's-
Oh, we already.
I don't-
That's why,
I don't ever look at your budget either.
that's why I was asking, I need somebody to say, go, it's okay, we have it in the budget.
Do not,
Does this have to do with your project cost?
yes.
Then you are covered.
So I'll do it, the rest of the envelopes is 200.
And you buy it, so we'll get the rest of the
It's not gonna work. Is looking towards is to have. Jesse Campbell with the road commission and the sheriff make the call. But it's your policy, so you as a board would make the decision.
personnel policy.
We have personnel policy, but it's not, things, yeah,
It's a working, we're still trying to figure out, but,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I didn't know if anybody. I didn't
No,
know.
no, we're still trying to figure out what to do, and if, after the meeting, one of the sign, I'll tell you what. That. Yeah, if you wanna stick around, and talk about that, that'd be good. Okay, last public comment. Nobody. Any additional commissioner comments? And we will adjourn the meeting until,
Next meeting will be on a Wednesday,
yeah,
is that?
Wednesday, 17th. Yep, Wednesday, 17th. Oh, actually, we're adjourned to our workshop on Wednesday morning. So,
That's true.
We're gonna be here all day, and
heck yeah, bro. Meeting adjourned.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna be a tight, so.